Hi everyone. I hope we're all doing well on this wonderful Saturday, despite the drizzly rain in North Carolina we have right now. Um, I hope everyone else all over the world is having beautiful weather. Um, just to let you know, in case you didn't see the last webinar, today I'm only going to be speaking for 30 minutes. I found that maybe um, doing a channeling session for a whole hour may be a little too much. So if you could give me your feedback, that would be wonderful. We can stretch it out if we need to, or we can cut it short even more. Also, I really would appreciate some feedback on whether or not you are able to watch live, and if it's something you would even choose to do, or would you rather watch a pre-recorded session. This will help me understand and decide what I need to do next. As going live makes it a little harder for me schedule wise, but I will do so if all of you are watching live. Otherwise, I can just pre-record at any time, and that makes it a little easier. But again, if you like to listen live, I will happily do so. Also, don't forget, donations would be greatly appreciated. This will help for me to continue to spend the time in doing more of these sessions. I would like to do more, but it takes up a lot of time. But I would love to if I can. So the donations would help facilitate that and give me time to be able to spend more time doing this kind of work versus the 9-to-5 job. Also, remember, 20% of the donations are going to Oxfam International. We want to see farmers, we want to see the rest of the communities all over the world raise up. You know, you have the power, so remember this. And that's what I'm trying to help and assist others in doing so. So if I can get to pay it forward, that's awesome. So again, yeah, any feedback would be greatly appreciated, because this is for you. This is for all of you that are watching. And unless you give me feedback, I have no idea if this is something that works for you. You know, and there may be subjects that you want the ascended light beings to touch base on. So if you have questions, please send them in via my Facebook account or through my Google Plus page or the Federation of Light page. Those are the three main websites where you can contact me on. Of course, you can go straight directly to my website, Precious Designs in Connection. And any of the links I mentioned just a moment ago, you'll find my website link on all those sites. And there you can find more information about my private psychic and mediumship readings, as well as my Reiki healing and distant healing that's available if you're out of the country. But yeah, feel free to connect to me in any way you wish, okay? And feel free to ask questions. And thank you kindly to the few of you that have donated so far. I'm very much appreciative of your donations. That really helps a lot. And so anyway, with that, I think we'll get started. So I'm going to take a few moments to breathe, and then I shall start. We'll begin. We ask you to continue on in the process that you are in. We know some of you are finding things a little hard at this moment. A lot of changes that are happening within the world. A lot of changes to be excited about. Though when you are in the midst of a situation, it may not seem so wonderful. However, we are here to tell you that things are moving along swiftly. Actually faster than we anticipated. The shift of consciousness that is forever growing within you is growing ever more. You only need to see the people that are raising up at this time. Though some of you aren't feeling this, though some of you are feeling a slight disconnection of sorts because of a lot of the changes that are happening. But we ask you not to disconnect. We ask you to continue on moving forward. There is a lot of light coming your way. very fast. Many of you are not taking the time to slow down to breathe. And we ask you this at the very beginning, to slow down and breathe. It is quite important for you to do this. It is very necessary. It helps you anticipate the next move. What happens next in your current circumstances, in your life? What to do next? Slowing down will help you gravitate to the more good feelings, to the abundance, to the ability to create, to be conscious of your creativity. When you are looking back at what could have been done, or the changes you didn't make or wish you had made, it is not necessary to do so. It is time for you to move on from here. The past has already been, as is the present. So be mindful of the present to create what happens next. We wish to listen in more of your questions. So please feel free to ask us. We will get back to you. Though we have little time in which we communicate with you, we are always with you. Please understand this. This is not a one-time event. This is not an event where you only see us through this one channel. We are with you at all times, many times, through many different channels, through many different beings. We can experience life with you, among you, though you cannot see us or find us, and sometimes hear us. We are always here for you. Some of you wish to decide if things should be left as they are. Allow all things to be of ease. Allow everything to settle. Everything is always of ease once you allow it to be so. Do not try to control an outcome or a situation. Instead, release it. Trusting in the universe to help alleviate any unwanted negative energy that surrounds you. There are many of you that are finding this within your work, your home-based environment. Many of you are finding the solutions elsewhere. However, we ask you to listen kindly to your soul, to listen in and breathe. The minute you choose to fill this gap with your own love and your own light, you will understand you will understand more of what this really is all about. We can only tell you so much, but it is for you to understand truly what your heart speaks to you. We can only tell you so much, but it is up to you to understand and believe in self. For you are the key. We are not the key holders. We do not have the key. We just give you messages. You anticipate these messages to come from us, but it is for you to understand yourself. You have all this knowledge and wisdom within you. It is not necessary to believe in us. It is necessary to believe in self. Once you do this, everything begins to change. Your ultimate view of the world will change. You will realize that you are not alone. You'll realize that this world, not like any other, though this is not the only world, there is much more happening here. Some of you are waiting for changes to come from outside forces, though this would be great. However, we ask you not to limit self. We ask you to create your own power. It is up to you to create the change, to create the conscious change. That is indeed why we are all here. We have come here to help you evolve into this consciousness. Your world is getting ready to create wondrous, magnificent things. It is getting ready to change. The vibration is getting ready to change. Everything about it and you is changing. Some of you are feeling these symptoms, headaches. Many of you will feel this pressure for a while. We ask you to find alternative medicine to cure these headaches. The medicines that you think will alleviate the pain will not. It will continue. This is growth. Everything is growth. We ask you to eat less of the foods that no longer resonate with your physical body. That we understand the joy and the pleasure you have in eating such foods that have great consistency, that you have great value for. Though ultimately, the longevity of the physical body after the experience of tasting and having these foods will not help alter the transition that you are going through. Lighter foods, lighter body. It is as so. Lighter foods, lighter body. It is very easy. Though for some of you, may be very hard. But there is your challenge and choice. It is not necessary for you to do this unless you really want to. You choose when you are ready for your body to become a light body. It does not have to be in this life. It may not even have to be in the next. But if you are ready for the transition of the world, and the transition that is in you, then you must adjust your frequencies through spirit, mind, and body. All have to match. The more you match these frequencies, the more you will attract and create the frequencies around you. And the rate of these frequencies will advance very quickly. You see, you cannot continue on in a world and do things halfway. There is unlimited energy amongst you, around you. You have the ability to use it all, and it will recycle itself. There is no limit to your own power. There never has been. It is only the grievances and the dishonesty and the disconnection of others that have assisted in creating such. The minute you chose to shut off from your source connection, you then understood subconsciously what you were doing. Though when you were awake through your physical body, you would forget. So this has been a very long uphill battle. Many of you have chosen to disconnect for quite some time. But this is all an illusion. As we said, when your body is resting, your spirit already knows the dilemma of what it's in. And there comes the next choice. We assist you in giving you signs, just as your guardians do, your light angels, your guides, and then any other forms of assistance and communication you receive from elsewhere. We are all here to assist and help you. And again, as always, we cannot interfere, but we can assist. We have been light bodies for quite some time. And we cannot gather any more information on physical bodies. It is not wanted. It is not necessary. Though some of us have chosen to come back into physical form to assist in this transition. We remind you of this so that you can understand that many of you have not yet woken up. Many of you are these light assisted guides, but you are not yet understood or aware that this is happening. You will feel these symptoms for a while. The migraines, the head pressure around the third eye, around your temples, heart palpitations, pressure in the chest, your heart forever expanding, aches and pains. These are all normal. This is just growth. Please allow it to be so, and do not fret, for it is just the challenge of growing up. We have assisted you like this before, many times. And some of you have chosen to awaken before. But then for the experience, you have chosen to come back. This seems like an unusual decision when you know, and some of you know and realize that when you leave this earth, your destination is a most beautiful one. So your question is, why on earth would you choose to come back? For the ascension. For the ascension of this earth and your physical bodies. Your spiritual selves know how to release and let go. Your physical bodies do not. You are in this great experiment to move beyond the physical body and allow it to change and vibrate at a higher frequency. Your physical bodies, not just your spirit, but your physical bodies will become light bodies. And though this may take time, the quicker you understand yourself and humanity, the further you will advance in this progress. Your bodies will feel different. Your bodies will feel lighter. You will feel young again. You will feel beautiful again. There are many things that you can do to assist this progress. Do not fear what others will say, for they do not understand. And it is important for them to create their own happiness, not yours. And it is up to you to create your own. Many of you are not liking some of the changes that are around you, but please understand, it is for your higher learning and your highest good. You did not come into this position to succumb to fear, or into hatred, or into any acts of violence, or to worry. You came into this body to live in love. But it is only time from thoughts from others, from disconnections, from things you have encountered and suggested, from things you have decided, from listening and seeing. Those are the things that you have to let go of now. Those are the things that do not resonate with your light body. We know some of you are hurting. It is okay. Allow us to alleviate your pain. You only need ask for our help. There are many of us there to assist you. Not just ourselves. There are many other forces of beings that are there to assist you. And many of you are already seeing some of these. And please know that they are always with you and around you. We can connect more frequently within you when you choose to create these changes. Little by little, you'll open up another doorway into another dimension. From the place that you are in to the next. And as you do this, you will become more aware of your creative power, of your creative connection to Source. You move swiftly in many directions, and you move swiftly upwards into this light source. And as you do this, you will cross other dimensions. What will it mean for your physical self, your physical body? It will mean abundant changes. The life that you are in, if you see struggle, if you see a burden, stress unwanted, Anything that causes you harm emotionally or mentally will cease to exist once you cross over into these other dimensions. Everything may look the same. The people around you, what you see in front of you, the material objects around you. Everything may look the same, but may feel different. What you perceive as great now will be explicit, wonderful, once you have crossed over into this other dimension. If you choose to start creating now, you will see limitless potential. Please believe, please trust in what you are doing now. Trust in your current experience, in your current life path. It is for your higher learning. Pay attention to what you are receiving in your lessons. Choosing to ignore them will only help repeat them. This is not a pleasure to have. Not unless you really wish to do so. We are aiding you in rushing this process, to speed along, to not have to repeat. And though some lessons are valuable, not all are necessary. Not when you choose to submit to your inner light. You have this power. This is not ours. This is your source, your connection to the one level of awareness that all encompasses, even ourselves. Your knowledge and your wisdom is inherent and already within you. It is there for the taking. You only need listen. Succumb to the heartfelt experiences. If these are negative, allow them to be so and advance through them by accepting and understanding the situation as is. Moving on, moving along and forward from these circumstances will allow you to begin more fully. Choosing to repeat will only hold you back. This is not necessary. You are free, my darlings. You are free to do so much. It will not take you much longer. But if you continue to do so in neglect of self, you will surely find yourself repeating your mistakes. How do we change what comes next? It is already created. This is why we ask you to pay attention to self, to your thought. What do you feel and think about? How do you feel about yourself in this very moment? Be honest with yourself. How do you feel in this very moment? Do you feel secure? Do you feel you are unlimited? Do you understand the power that is within you? Do you feel fear or do you feel freedom? Decide how you feel right now. Acknowledge it, embrace it, and even embrace the fear and allow it to be released. Allow it to let go. Give it love and send it on its way. The fear cannot hold on to you unless you allow it. Everything is of allowing, even hatred. You see, we do not wish for you to hold on to these thoughts and images of disillusion. This is not necessary. This is not contentment. This is not what will bring you joy when you ultimately connect to your own power. You will release such disastrous disconnections You'll connect to your source God light. Begin now as one and connect to each other. Connect to self. Tell your loved ones. Tell your loved ones that you love them. Tell your neighbor. Tell your friends. Tell the people that you wish you had around you. Tell the people that you did not expect to tell. And they may look at you with a weird eye. They may not understand the fact that you are embracing love as is. They may not understand this because they are not ready to receive. But the minute you choose to offer such, you will be in pleasure of self. And from there you can create more abundance because you will feel peace and you will heal from this moment on. It only takes a second. It only takes a moment to feel love. What else is necessary? Forget all of your worries, your financial woes, the stress related to work or home life, and understand this one feeling: love. How much further can you go with that one feeling? Very, very far. Close your eyes now and embrace this feeling. Acknowledge the feeling. Release and let go all the fear and the worry and the unwanted stress that is not necessary for you to hold on to. Release it all. It does not depend on you. You depend on it. So release it. You depend on it because you cannot fill your void with the love through all the worry. And this is simply what you are trying to do. You are filling a gap, but you are filling it with the wrong feelings. You are not embracing the one abundant feeling that requires all of you and self to create harmony. Love is abundance of living. There is no other like it. There is nothing that can compare to that feeling. For without it will be sudden and short moments of abundance. The love was your one connection to all things. So breathe in that love deeply, slowly and deeply. Be grateful and be thankful for this feeling. And if you can sit here and listen to ourselves give you this information that you are so very aware of, if you can do this in these few moments, imagine what you can create to the next. Take this feeling with you. It does not need to stay just here in this moment with us. You can continue on forth and take this with you in every moment. As you stand up out of your seat after we finish today, in your very next step, be mindful of that step. Breathe in love. Then take the next step. Breathe in love. And take the next step. Breathe in love. Do this until you feel it throughout your entire body and it is no longer necessary for you to watch your step. For love will then lead you to the very next step. And the worry will dissipate. It will disappear. It is not necessary. We thank you so much for listening to us today. And we'd like to leave you with that one word of love. And go forth in freedom, in understanding the wisdom and knowledge that comes from that feeling. Embrace only in love today and release all to ourselves. We are here to assist you and help you. And we love you, dear ones. We always have, we always will. we are you. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for listening today. I hope you enjoyed this webcast, and I shall be doing another one in August, as I will be away for a while. The dates yet I'm not sure, but I'll see you again in August. And again, don't forget to donate and send some feedback, and any questions that you have be really helpful again. So please, any questions, any feedback will be incredibly helpful. And thank you again for watching, and I love you, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.